Hi everybody, it's Honest John again. Now, I disagree with John McCain on a whole spectrum of issues. He's much too eager to go to war and much too reluctant to allow diplomacy to happen. But I don't think you can question his military service. Now, maybe he wasn't the greatest pilot in the world, but after he was shot down, he withstood grueling torture. The reason he cannot lift his arms above his shoulders is because of the torture that he endured while he was in a Vietnamese prison camp. And in case you don't know this, McCain was offered a chance to be released from the prison camp early and turned it down because his fellow prisoners were not going to be released. McCain insisted that they all go home together. Now, McCain has become a bit of a curmudgeon. One might even call him a bitter old man. But Donald Trump disrespected John McCain's military service. And he disrespected every soldier, sailor, airman, and Marine who has served this country or is serving now. It's just a fact of life that sometimes servicemen and women get captured by the enemy. That happens in wartime. To imply that makes them less soldiers or to question their bravery is absolutely unacceptable. But Trump didn't just disrespect John McCain and our entire military. On the same day, he kind of dissed God too. Now, as an atheist, it doesn't bother me. But evangelical Christians are an important part of the Republican base. So they kind of have a difficult choice against them. They can cling to their God or stick with Donald Trump. So far, he hasn't said anything about Jesus, but Jesus was a carpenter who wound up being tortured and nailed to a cross. So, as far as Trump is concerned, you know he's a loser. See, Trump is a complete asshole, a dickhead, an idiot, an arrogant son of a bitch. And he's also the #1 Republican candidate for President of the United States. Now, the Republican establishment is going crazy. But for years, they have been courting the most ignorant, racist, and insane motherfuckers in America. I mean, these people chose Sam Brownback and Rick Perry for their governors. They sent Louis Gohmert to the House of Representatives and Tom Cotton and Ted Cruz to the Senate. And don't forget, they voted for George W. Bush twice and still think he was a great president. They listened to Rush Limbaugh and watched Fox News. Donald Trump is the monster the Republican Party created. But somehow they didn't see him coming. The collective IQ of the GOP has been on a downward spiral since the Reagan administration. And it didn't have to be this way. That was the choice they made. And now their chickens have come home to roost. Maybe when they were cultivating the favor of the most ignorant people in the United States, they should have took a look in that Bible that they're so fond of talking about and paid attention to that verse about you reap what you sow. Thanks for listening.